Hello, everybody. And right now it's 10:35, so it's right now the time for us to begin our sales and marketing breakthrough week. And we're very honored and glad here today. We have Nicole Chung. Get the name right, Chung? Is it Chung?
That's right. That's my surname.
Yeah, correct. Nicole Chung, head of payroll from SwingWe, as we're going to talk about managing existing and potential customers pre and post COVID-19. And once again, Nicole, thank you so much for joining us on the show. All right. And here we have here today, we have, of course, Nicole and, of course, our co-host here. Lawrence, you want to say anything to our audience out there?
Hi, everybody. I actually just finished one live interview not too long ago. So I'm a bit, my brain is a bit stuck at the moment. But I think all of you realize Wesley's definitely his video, his interview now is definitely much sharper. I actually joke with him. I say that okay lah. After this, just let him do lah. So look at his video, so high definition and so professional. You know, I just feel like I should say thank you very much and good night.
I wonder what is the trick of Wesley.
Exactly. Look at it. It's almost like being in a news studio, right? So yeah. For those who have just joined us, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The trick of the webcam. Yeah, I can perhaps talk about this some other day. But let's talk about the topic here today. Okay. Yeah. For those of you joining us right now, I want to thank you for your time. And for those of you joining this right now, can you just say hi to us? Say hi to Nicole, say hi to Lawrence, and say hi to us so that we know you're joining this right now. And the next thing is, we'd like to invite all of you to like and share this video so we can benefit many more people out there. And do remember that once you like and share, do keep your privacy status to the public so that we know who have shared this post as well. Okay, so let's get into this right now. And again, one more time, Nicole, thank you so much for joining this show here today, and despite of this time. So we got Nurul, Nadia, Isha saying hi to you. All right, that is here. We got Jana who's here as well. We have Tak Wai who's also here joining us today. And we have CJ Chong who's also here today as well. Okay, so let's get to the first topic. So Nicole, perhaps would you just want to introduce yourself and what do you do?
Yeah, first of all, the honor is mine. Thanks for having me tonight. Yeah, I mean, at this hour, I feel like I'm in late night with David Letterman. Yeah. So, okay, just a brief introductions for myself. My name is Nicole. I'm the head of payroll in SwingWe. All right. So I've been working in HRS industry for the past decade. As a business lead, my role in the company is to develop an easy-to-use yet powerful HR system to our customers. So let me share more about the SwingWe, the company. Yeah, SwingWe is an all-in-one HR cloud solution, or we call it as a SaaS. SaaS is a software as a solution. Yep. So we help SME in Malaysia, Singapore, and Taiwan to manage and automate their HR processes easily and quickly. Right. Yep. So many of them, they have never used any system before, and they can adapt to our solution easily. So our business model is a freemium, all right? So also a hub and spoke, and we can provide our HR basis as a free product to our customer, and they can subscribe to our other product like advanced HRIS, leave, claim, payroll, or benefit. So if they want to complete their whole HR experience. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got another follow-up question. So you basically have introduced yourself and also what SwingWe does. You have customers across different parts of the world. Now, the question is, so since that you serve more SMEs, right, Nicole, is it?
Yeah, SMEs is our main target customers. Yeah, so we are targeting small, medium company. So that is our directions. That's our customer base as well.
And in regards of that, yeah. Sorry?
Yeah, we are not like competing with a big brand. Yeah, we are not going for the enterprise level.
Okay, so then how is the SME scene now? Since you're more close towards the ground in terms of the SME scene, so during this time of COVID, so how do you see MCO affecting these SMEs?
Yeah, I will see like this pandemic is really causing this industry to reshuffle. I would say it's like if it says like the virus is testing the human immune system, then this pandemic, this MCO is testing the SME immune system. All right, because everybody, I mean that most of the industry, they will come in shock when the MCO was announced like earlier March, right? So everybody, they are not prepared for that. So I would say that if the organization, if they are lacking of their company objective or the SOP to drive and empower their employee, then probably they will face a greater challenge during this MCO. Because if they are not prepared, then a lot of things will be still following to their usual practice, which is still have to be on site with a human touch, right? So I will say like this time is also an opportunity that I will say that everybody will have a fresh restart. Because if this MCO will causing a reshuffle and also is giving an opportunity for most of the SME to reset when the MCO is released, right? Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, interesting. So we talk about reset. So okay, hold on a bit. So you talk about reset, which is I don't know whether it's a. So do you think that this reset button is a healthy sign? Can you hear me,
Yeah.
Nicole? Yeah. So do you think that?
Sorry, it was
think-
breaking just now, right? Can you repeat again?
Oh yes, can. So do you think that this reset is a healthy thing?
Yeah, I will say that it depends on how they view it, because I will say that now with many opportunity, so unless that the business is not really need to be on site, I will say that if they are capable of social distancing, yeah, then this is a great opportunity for them to rethink of the strategy for this pandemic period, right?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Nicole, I think again, thanks for doing this with us again. So I'm going to ask some very technical question. So you serve most of them are SMEs. Most of your clients are SMEs. So I think the very first question I really want to ask is during this period of time, right? I think more than 70 over days. I didn't even track more than 70 over days over MCO. Do you see a spike, a spike of people actually inquiring for such e-services? Let's put it digital services on HR, or do you see actually the trend is people are not actually asking, people are actually not interested? So do you see a trend during this period?
Yeah, definitely. I mean that during the first 2 months, I will say that when the MCO start, I will say that many company, if they do not have a proper system implement in their organization, like a payroll solution. So remember, like during the movement control, nobody allowed to go out, but most of the company, they struggles comes to the month end and they want to process their employee salary, the payroll. So they have to go back to their office to apply a permit and that kind of hassles. All right. So with our existing customers, they already enjoy all the solution and the facility, which means our cloud-based solution, there will be no boundary to access. There will be no on-site installation. So to them, they feel the value during this MCO period. And during that time, we receive more inquiry than before, all right? So I will say that our platform has shown the value during this MCO to our customers.
Yeah, I think this is very very good. I think it's a good opportunity for SwingV as well, and for to all our audience out there. Just to let you know, my predecessor uses my SwingV, and it's very very convenient. Everything is just on top of my phone. You know, to reject or to approve whatever leaves and claims. Nicole, this is going to be my next question. I think a lot of people who start business, people who run business, they know that the employees, the people are very important. But what and why companies still struggle to actually build a proper and a strong, HR system? What are some of the things that the employers are actually finding difficult
Yeah, I think that is coming from a perspective like people always think that to implement a HR solution is a very complicated job, all right? Because we know that from past time, if you want to get a system implement that involve a lot of groundwork, I mean, a lot of research and also migration and user training. So that will simply take up 3 to 6 months time for the organization as a mid-size, all right? So to develop a system. So our solution comes in the ways that we make it very easy to migrate. So they can easily migrate the system like overnight. So that will bring a lot of breakthrough, all right, to most of the customers. Like they don't think this is a very time-consuming job for them. So yeah, that is the main value that why we are creating this system. Because in the SME market, we realize that there's no effective HR solution available in the market right now. All right. So that will really motivate us to build a user-friendly and um, very intuitive. All right, that they can use it by just looking at the system. Yeah. So that is the main motive of our company, right?
Yeah, I think you said something very cool about they're able to migrate overnight, right? So they're able to migrate from doing this manually and all to digitally. So before we go on with the next question, Nico, can you tell us actually what comprises in a HR system? I mean, other than of course calculating your salary every month. So what else is actually comprising in this so-called? Because I'm sure Swingv system doesn't just give the calculation of your pay, but I'm sure they have other things as well. So what is it in the wholesome HR system?
Yeah, right. That is the good one. I would say is that a payroll calculation. Yeah, because without a system, then I will not say that by just calculating is a thing. All right, but this one I will say is a core value, because when they want to adapt to the system, they have to be reliable. All right, so they have to be compliant as well, because payroll is dealing with dollar and cents. So people they are very sensitive on that. Yeah. So this is the assurance that we are giving to our customers, that our calculation will be always compliant to our government regulations. So in terms of the whole HR solution, I will say that other than the payroll process, that will also involve on the employee onboarding, offboarding. All right. So I will say that in the very conventional way, most of the HR they will just track the employee record probably in the folder of file. All right. So that will give them a lot of troubles by compiling all the data, because now we are all talking about the data automation, that we not only providing a solution, but end of the day they can use their data to analyze their employee, all right, on their HR activities. So from there, it will give them a very valuable report end of the day. Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of which, I come from the sales perspective. So just for information, Nicole, so I run sales training coaching for companies, for individuals. So personally, I want to ask on behalf of your organization in Swingv, right? Now, how is it different in terms of serving your client now compared to before MCO?
Yeah, I will say that before the MCO, all right, we are like 80-20. Okay. So the 80% is online activities, including sales call, presentation, support, inquiry. And 20% is customer visits. All right. So we know that some customers, they still prefer to have an on-site meeting. And sometimes human touch is a factor as well. All right. So after this MCO, or I would say during this MCO, right, we will converting to 100%. Everything will be done over the web, all right, 100%. So we also glad that our job nature allow us to have this kind of capability, to manage all our client everything online. So in fact, I feel like our client are more dedicated during this MCO, because before that, when we have a call with them, probably they will have a lot of distractions. Yeah,
Yep.
but during the MCO, most of the client, they are also working from home. All right,
Yep.
so there will be less distraction. They are more focused during this period of time.
Okay. So then the question is then, how is your team coping with this change? I mean,
Uh,
just now we talk about, so how are your sales team coping with this change of different channels of selling and meeting with people?
Yeah, I will say that it's not much of changes, because all the while our sales is always a marketing led, all right, with the inbound and outbound sales, all right. So before MCO or during MCO, we also pouring a lot of resources in our online marketing campaign and events, all right. So these are our main lead generators. So as you know that as an online service, the leads is very crucial to us. So
Yeah.
most of the client, they find it very convenient, all right, and also very effective. So they
Yeah.
don't have to hunt for other side. They just have to view it from the online ads. And when they search in the Google, then you will be always seeing our ads there, all right. So for most of the client, um, so I would say that there's also another value added thing, like is like our platform is user friendly, because that is our core value, because we want to build a system where eventually there will be no training involved. All right. So by looking at it, yeah, they can just operate by themselves. Mhm. So the feedback that we get from our customer, regardless of they are from which system, probably a legacy or the Excel system, yeah, they can migrate to our seamless to our platform seamlessly. So this is the value to the market, that adopting a HR solution is not that complicated.
Okay.
Mhm.
Good. So then in terms of you being the head of, you're also a head of sales, right? Head of payroll, head of sales.
Yeah, I will say that, yeah, I was also looking into the sales side, right? I mean that my role is not looking on the product, yeah, but on the
Okay.
sales side is also part of my my role.
Okay, so the next question to you is that, so since it's not much of a problem running sales online, but it's still that
Mhm.
you still can't meet your teammates face to face. So how do you keep your sales team motivated during this period?
Yeah, that is also a good thing of our company cultures, all right? Because in Swingby, we believe in empowerment and autonomy, all right?
Yeah.
So even before that, yeah, we already giving this to our staff, all right? So every quarter, yeah, we have a very ambitious and challenging goal in all aspects. So including in our product, marketing, sales, developments. So in our company, we practice OKR. So OKR is objective key result. All right. So
Yep.
this is a system which is adopted by most of the organization. So as a start company, this is the useful system to keep us aligned. All right. And we also keep on revamping the policy, because due to this lockdown, Swingv is introducing a work from home leave to our employee.
Yep.
All right, means that everybody, we are able to get this flexibility to work from home even after the MCO. Yeah, so I would say that this is an additional perks to our team as well.
I think this is a very good structure of OKR. Means that everybody is aligned with the same vision, same objective. You know, they know what needs to be completed. They are very clear of their pathway and their guide. I think this system is very good. And before we go on with the next question, Janice here says hi, hey hey, and we'll just take one very good question from one of our audience. So John actually asked, what makes you different from other local players like Kaki Tangan and Panda Payroll?
Yeah, I would say that they, other than us, Swingv, all right. So we also have other player, because the market is open and they can be very crowded sometimes. So in the local market, I would say that these are also two of the platform that they are providing a solution on the payroll. So what makes us different is like our goal is not providing a payroll only, because as what Lawrence just now has mentioned, yeah, you can use the mobile apps to do all your application. So we realize that in the solution right now in the market, they are only providing a specific solution that we feels like in order to have a total HR experience, their solution is kind of fragmented. All right. If I want a payroll, I will go for a platform. I want a leave solution, I will go for other platform. So this makes their record is not consolidated. All right. So as a total solution, yeah, this is our directions that yeah, we are making everything into one single platform. So it will bring a convenience to our customer that they do not have to do the maintenance multiple times. So imagine like if I have a new hire, I have to hire them in their leave, in their payroll, in their benefit. So it's a redundant job. All right. Yeah. So I will say that this is one of the value in our product as well.
Yeah, I think this is very important because I think now everybody wants convenience, right? They want convenience. They want everywhere to be in one place, one click, and everything is done. They do not need to go to multiple channels to do the same thing. I think, but I personally know a little bit about SwingV. Of course, I've known your co-founder as well.
Yeah.
I think there's another value that maybe you could share with us. I think maybe you are also certified by LHDN or something like this. Is it? What is it? What is that?
Yeah, right. Definitely. As I say, because as a payroll solution provider, these
Correct.
are a very essential thing. All right.
Correct.
So we have to be compliant, certified by our government body. So LHDN is one of the body that we are their certified vendor. That our calculation is no extra single cent or more or less so in your payroll.
Yeah. So for all our audience out there, if you want to sign up for any solutions, please make sure that your solutions are certified, with the regulators. Yeah, of course, the income tax will be more than happy you pay more, but definitely not pay less. So please make sure you get a certified service provider. So we're gonna just take this second question before I pass back to Wesley. So we have our audience that asked, so how much SwingV charge for data migration?
Okay, all right. Thanks for the questions. In fact, we do not charge the data migration because we know that to migrate over to the system, all right, I means that we make it a way that a user they can do a self-service thing. Because I believe that most of the company, even they are not with any solution, they are not with any software, but they will have their employee record in Excel. That is the minimum thing. All right. So we provide a very user-friendly template where they can just copy and paste their existing record. Okay. And they can just upload right away into our platform. And everything will be sorted out accordingly. Yeah. So this is kind of I will say that easy and smart way for do the migration.
So you mean, just to clarify again, so you mean that if let's say I'm a company that does my payroll manually, so let's say, okay, it's time now to move on. So let's say I'm interested in SwingV, so the whole entire process of putting all this, like you said just now, migrating all my manual data and keying in, blah, 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 all this is guided and it's free? There's no charge to this?
Yeah, definitely. Everything is FOC.
All right.
Okay, so interesting.
So yeah, that has one thing good, like there's no hidden cost. Yeah, because this is what I'm gonna mention. Because probably some other product or some other player, they might give a very attractive price, but probably they include this hidden cost to their client, which is not disclosed in their pricing. Yeah, so I mean that for us, we will give it very straightforward. Whatever pricing that you're seeing in our website, that will be the final price.
Okay. And all this information are available on your website?
Yeah, because we are the SaaS company, so all this is no secret.
Okay, good. So but the next question is because we talk about sales during this time, right? Is also to ask ourselves how well automated is our sales cycle, our sales conversion, right? So for Swingly, has it always been the sales process and service? Has it always been automated?
Yes, I will say that the automation is actually a very core part in our business. Yeah, because as you know that our company is providing business solutions. All right,
Yep.
it's not the e-commerce thing. We are providing a B2B solution. Okay, so with a B2B solution, sometimes to purchase a system is not instantly. All right, that have to go through with some of the procurement process.
Yep.
All right, for some of the company, they might go through with their purchaser and get approval by the owner or the company CEO. All right.
Yep.
So with all these things, we will have to design a very effective funnel, okay, to automate all these kind of things.
Correct.
So to make our sales effective, yeah, I will say that the automation is a core part in our sales process. So from time to time, yeah, we also looking at a better flow and solution. Yeah, like during this MCO, we have introduced a very good program or campaign that we are giving our user a free 6 months of the free access. So that means that if they sign up during the MCO, they will enjoy a 6 month free usage without any obligations.
Right. So, I mean, thanks for that. So, perhaps for those of you here, business owners, you want to grab this opportunity, speak to Nicole. Let me go to Swingby for you to grab full use of this opportunity right there. And again, for those of you here watching this right now, you know, you've got some questions, so feel free to just join us in this Q&A. So, any one of you have any questions, you can actually just drop your comments at the side, drop your questions at the side. I'm more than happy to take some of your questions to address to Ms. Nicole. Now, okay, so we've got a question. Oh, come at the right time. Okay, and so Jenny Stay has a question. Speaking of automation, will my employees' claim automatically sync with payroll?
Yeah, that I will say is that this is a beauty of our platform as well. Because just now, as I mentioned, if you sign up with a different platform, all right, so actually it will cost a more, I will say that the price is higher because the data is not talking to each other, all right?
Yep.
Because our platform, we have the solution within a same platform. So imagine that in your company, if the employee, they raise a claim, all right, from a expense system. So after the claim has approved, then what's next, all right? So everything will be stopped there. But with Swingly, we allow all the approved claim integrate with our payroll solution. Means that if they do not want to make a double transaction to reimburse their employee, they can combine and consolidate together into the payroll and they can pay together. So everything is integrated seamlessly. I mean that the whole process from the expenses request until the reimbursement, there will be no paperwork or there will be no single piece of paper have to be printed out.
Yep. So yeah. So Lawrence, you got any questions before we carry on?
I think this is very very good important system. But I just want to ask this. I'm just a bit more of to the system. So just to let our audience know a little bit more. So is there a limit of how many people you can handle in your system, in your payroll system, or is there it's unlimited? No matter how many stuff you have, I can take all. So is there a limit currently for your system?
Yeah, I will not say that there's no any technical limitations, all right? Because as our solution, our framework, all right? So every day there are thousands of transactions has been going on in our system, all right? Even though like our customer, they are more on SME, small and medium, but with thousands of SME, there are thousands of records. It's been transacting every year, every day.
Sure.
Yeah. So to answer Dato question, there's no limitation or boundaries of having on numbers of the records or transactions within a system, within a day, right?
So I think I have this question that I'm also very keen to ask, right? So I think this system, automated system and things. So when you reach out to SMEs, when you reach out to these businesses, and maybe you share a bit of the ideas and the promotion, what does these companies or these businesses, are they in certain cases that they say, no, I want to stick to my manual way of doing things? I don't think I want to automate the system and etc. Do you face this kind of rejection? And if yes, what do you do?
I will say that we have encountered some of this as well. Yeah, because I will say that on the conversion rate, I will say if the company they already enjoy a system before, all right, they have know the value of having a system, but when they want to seek for the upgrade, because by having a system is not enough, you need to have a cloud-based system, you need to have a mobile-based system, so they are seeking for the upgrade. So that will be easier to convince because they already enjoy the experience and also the benefit before. So we also encounter a very how do I say, a dinosaur company. I will also say that very ancient company. When we do a study with them, they tell us they are still paying their employee by check. Yeah.
Oh.
Can you imagine at this year, all right, in this 2020, there are still company, they are still operating in the way that they have to pay their employee salary by check every month. Yeah. But they are willing to open up, like they know our system, they are available in the market. So they also are very curious, like they want to see how is it going to help them on these migrations. So I will say that I will put them as a late adopter, all right? Because you know that in all technology, we always have a trend, the early, mid, and the late adopters, all right? Yep. So for the late adopter, eventually, they will be moving with the trend that that is inevitable. They will be migrate to the system in order to process their company payroll or HR.
Yep. So I think this is very, very interesting. Nicole, I just want to ask this. When your team members, come back to you and say, hey, this company, very dinosaur, rejected my proposal or say it's not keen, what do you advise your team to do? How do you encourage them to revisit? I'm sure there are people that you have met before and say, no, I'm not keen, but after that, they come back to you and become your client, right? So what are some of the things that you actually encourage your team to do?
I will say that sometimes government also give a little bit help, all right, on our selling. Because if they refuse to upgrade to the system, but the government, when they time to time, they will revise the policy, like probably income tax, they will have a new percentage. EPF, like this year, KWSP, we have been revising from 11 to 7%. All right. So all these things on the changes in the regulation is the ones that promote them to go for a right system where they are compliant in their payroll process. So I would say that on this part, we don't have to spend much time to convince them to give them a very attractive bargain, but the regulation will help us indirectly.
So in a way, so you talk that the regulation has helped. So I would also want to know, like throughout your experience during this lockdown, and what are some key challenges that you and your sales team face?
The only problem that we miss a lot is face-to-face working together, right? But other than that, we are pretty good during this lockdown. We will have to adapt to the work from home cultures, all right? Yeah, in fact, it makes us more productive.
Okay. So so now you're also onboarding, helping people, or just online yourself?
Yes, right. I means that there will be a session arranged with them. Yeah, I means that once they on board, yeah, we have a specialist to guide them on this onboarding process. So so far, the process is pretty easy because yeah, it will not take 3 days or 3 nights to do the whole migrations. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, interesting. And in case any one of you here who's watching this all right now on Facebook, if you have any questions, feel free to drop your questions at the side. More than happy to take in some of your questions coming in. Now, so since that traditionally here, also in my apprentice Facebook page, we have a lot of sales and marketing people, and we also have got some SME business owners watching this right now. So, on your perspective, Nicole, do you have any advice for fellow business owners right now?
Yeah, advice is, yeah, I mean that for this MCO, it really make us ponder like what is the things that we should get ready. Because from the past decade, we have experienced many a different kind of revolutions, all right? Like as you all know that, okay, we from PC era to internet to mobile to cloud, all right? So with this MCO, probably we are moving to a new era. I will call it as a remote era. Okay, like before that, many owners they do not have this thought of having a remote access, and now most of the tech giant like Google, Facebook, Twitter, they have already adapt to this fully remote work from home cultures in their company. All right. So whether we like it or not, this might be a new normal in the next decade. So in future, there will be two options: work from home and work from office. Yeah, that will be the new normal. So I would think that as a business owner, we should prepare for this time to come, and we shall looking into digitalization and digital transformations. All right. So when we talk about the digitalization, all right, so without this, we are not able to do a remote work. All right. So earlier on, when we call about the digitalization, we are talking about implementing a ERP system, a CRM, the HRS. So these are the system is to strengthen the internal process within the management, and they can also improve their productivity. Like during this pandemic, okay, many company they started to use Zoom and Google Meeting to manage their daily job. All right.
Correct.
So with this conversion with a physical meeting to the online meeting, this is a one way of the digitalization. So this will ensure the remote is still maintaining the effectiveness of the communication and to sustain the productivity. All right. So we shall not stop there. All right. I mean that by having a digitalization, we should think further on the digital transformation. Okay. So if we want to explore further on it, I mean that if we view the business model like Grab, Food Panda, Airbnb, so they are the good sample of the digital transformation. They are using a digital technology, all right, in their application to design a new business model, and they disrupt the existing model and create a new demand. All right. So I would say that this will be the parts that we have to get ready on these transformations.
I think this is very important, very timely for businesses. I think, like I said it to a lot of my friends as well. My printers also have been very offline for many years. And, we took this opportunity to also now embark onto digitalization. It's a very timely advice. I have another question for you, Nicole, is now, okay, you have actually mentioned to the businesses, it's time to move, it's time to digitalize. What about some of your advice for salespeople? Because you see, these are the people that is also on the forefront with them. How do you actually advise or encourage them to actually, of course, selling 10 years ago and selling today is definitely different. Is there any advice for salespeople out there in terms of keeping uptrend? gaining more knowledge, and what are some of the different things they can do at this different time to actually in order to secure sales.
Yeah, I mean that sales come in many forms, right? So I will also say that a business owner, I mean that they also should look into a new solution. I will say that instead of a door-to-door sales, all right. So for now, if we are selling a supply, all right. So usually the customer, they will not having a system, all right, like connecting between the customer and also the vendors, all right. So I would say that they should probably adopt to the new solution, like they can have the ordering system, all right, make it available to their client. So when the supply, all right, has been reduced, all right, so they will trigger and automate the next order. So this is also one of the way of automate the system. I mean that the system shall not only happen within the company, but it shall also extend over to their customers for their repeated sales.
Okay, good.
So I mean that to go for the new sales or leads, I would say that now the marketing, I mean that the online digital marketing is the main trend. So this is also one of the things that they should put their product, all right, in the e-commerce to get more exposures.
Okay.
Yeah, so thank you very much for that. So I mean, thanks for sharing on the point. Then again, so it's interesting to know that how your company has managed to support business owners. We talk a lot about automation, digitalization. I think your company is a walking proof. So since that's how you manage your sales team and all. So then again, just in case any one of you here have any questions, feel free to just drop your questions here if you have. Else, Lawrence, you want to add anything?
Yeah, I think again, it's very important, to actually start thinking about doing things differently. I think everybody has been talking about the new norm, not only in terms of sales, but also in terms of businesses. I think they all like to use the word pivot. What are the things that they should change at the moment? Even salesperson, now it's not door to door, it's not knocking anymore. It's actually doing more other different things digitally. Before we end, I think there's another question coming in from Janice. Maybe we can take this question. So SMEs want to adopt and embrace technology, but often find it challenging to implement due to various reasons, mainly cost. Cost is definitely something that SMEs or businesses are very concerned. What is the right way to reach out to them?
Yeah, I would say that probably cost is the main concerns, but I would say that sometimes it rather to view in the perspective like, are you spending the money to get a right solutions? Yeah, because I would say that the solution, it could be found anywhere. I mean that you can use Excel, all right, it's also a solution, all right. But I would say that if this solution is what the SME needed, all right, because in the SME, I would say that as my perspective, all right. So Swingvi is providing a total HR solution where if they are not looking into the right solution, then they will be spending their money in vain, all right? So they are not getting a right solution in their company, and it will not help them in any kind of productivity or managing their employee. So I would say that in terms of price, yeah, we keep our price as a very competitive rate because you don't have to pay for a very huge amount to start using a good HR solution. The cost is as low as $850 per employee per month. All right, so there are no hidden costs involved. So that I will say is that the right solution is a more crucial question than the right price.
Right, thank you very much for that.
Sorry, No, Wesley, thank you. I think this is again very good, and then making different ways to approach and things like this. I think for those who, like I said, I'm also a user of Swingvi. Everything is just within the palm of your mobile phone. So for those who really need and want more information, this video is also going to be posted on our Facebook and it's going to be there permanently. So those who need more info, please go to this website. Go to their website, www.swingvi.com, and I think they automate the whole system as well, correct? As long as the person types in their details and your team will be in touch with them. So I think it's time to move and move it into the new norm. Wesley?
Yep. So with that, we want to thank you for your time, Nicole. Thank you so much for sharing these insights, sales, business, digitization, automation. And we really hope that for those of you watching out there, you will benefit from today's sharing by Nicole, Head of Payroll and Sales from SwingV. So over from our end here, from my parentheses, I want to thank you for your time. And I want to thank for those viewers out there for thank you so much for your time. And again, do continuously to join us. And again, any one of you here, if you need any information, so do reach out to Nicole. And again, it's there, www.swingv.com, and to reach out for more information that side. So personally for me, I got no questions. I just want to thank you for that, Nicole, and for those of you watching. Yeah, Lawrence, you want to say anything?
No, I think he has done all the explanations. Again, Nicole, thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, thank you. Okay.
And of course, so don't say thank you first. Okay, so Nicole, we're gonna take a group picture.
Okay, sure. All right.
We're gonna take a group picture, and how we're gonna do it is we're gonna look at the camera and just follow. Okay, we're gonna do a peace sign today. Are we gonna do a peace sign?
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna do a peace sign. Just do the peace sign like this, and I'll just do a snapshot over my end. So you can look at the camera, just do a peace sign. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you very much for your time, Nicole. Thank you very much for those of you watching right there.
Thank you. That's all. So thanks for having me. All right.
Okay, so Nicole, I'm going to remove you from the studio, as in we have some announcements to make for our audience out there. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so interesting enough, today is Friday night, and we got many of you joining this. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm back to this screen again, Lawrence, just to met you. Yeah. Okay, and for those of you watching this right now, I hope that you benefit from the sharing, especially from those of you who are business owners, from the level of automation, digitalization. So I hope that you get some clarity from that answers. So I just want to do a quick shout out for those of you here who have been following our work. Do continue to follow us. For those of you here who are new in this, so we'd like to invite all of you to like our Facebook page, our YouTube. There you go. My Parenting School of Life right there. Instagram, Twitter, and of course LinkedIn as well. And do follow our Telegram channel. That's https://me/myparentis, as we continuously have our own community where we add value, we do posts, we share insights. And last but not least, in regards to sales and marketing, especially dedicating to all of you here, where we have the 14-day breakthrough action plan. In terms of laying out the next 14 days on what we can do specifically to have a breakthrough in our sales and marketing moving forward. And for those of you here who want to embrace in a new way of selling, in virtual selling, or something we call a new world of order, now is the best time for you to get a free copy of this ebook for absolutely free. And we're going to send it over to you for no cost. And again, from my end, Wesley, I want to thank all of you for your time. And Lawrence, you want to say anything to the audience out there?
Yes, I think the guru here, the Sifu here, Wesley, he's a testament of the new norm. I think ever changing. If we see the first video that he has done with us, and now eventually the video he's done with us, he is already reaching the news station level, So I think most probably to our audience out there, if you don't see me in the next news session, I think you know what happened. This is definitely, look at his video, high definition. Still high definition. So to those who really, I've known Wesley very long, please go and get this, ebook. I think he shares very practical strategies about, how to transform, how to do certain things. I learned a lot from his posting. So take this opportunity, fill up the link, and I think the ebook will be on its way to your email. So to all audience, thank you so much. Definitely we continue to do this. Stay tuned to all our channels, especially our YouTube, and so that you will be informed of our next upcoming videos. So with that, thank you so much, Wesley.
Thank you so much, everybody, for your time. And the next time you're going to see a clearer version of my video, probably a clearer version of the audio as well. If I'm going to do this, I think I'm going to lose my job very soon here. Okay, so I'll see all of you again. Everybody, thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Lawrence. And I'll see all of you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Next time. Sorry, not tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah. So signing off, my Wesley and my partner Lawrence. Here. Bye-bye from my princess. Bye-bye.